Hello there, good to see you and thank you for clicking. Now, here with me are 10 uncomfortable truths about life. And guess what? I've made it easier for you. I've outlined them all the way from number 1 up to number 10. All the only thing that you need to do is to sit back, relax and watch this video to the end so that you understand each and every bit. And guess what? I always post a video each and every day. So if you don't want to miss any of my videos about investment, how to make money, how to invest and all those kind of things, do this. Doesn't cost you anything and it is free of charge. Down below there on your right there is a button written subscribe. How about you hit that magical button, give this video a thumbs up, also comment down below, and by doing only that you get to be notified whenever I upload a new good video. So let's get into today's business. Now, what exactly are these 10 uncomfortable truths about life? Truth number 1, salary is a drug that makes you unprogressively uncomfortable. What exactly does that mean? I've been making videos and explaining to you, guess what? Salary is a thing that is given to you just to make you come tomorrow and work again. And if you want to rely on the salary, you cannot make what we call a substantive progress in your life. All what you need to understand is that salary is meant to make you comfortable and come back tomorrow and the other month and the other year. And by the time you realize you're hitting your retirement, you haven't achieved anything. The salary is meant to achieve the 3 basic needs in your life: the food, the shelter, the clothing, so that at least you can sustain your life, go back to job. All what you need to do, set aside a certain percentage of your salary, create what we call a capital, invest a bit in a business or invest somewhere so that at least you can be able to earn what we call a passive income. So I want this to stick into you. Salary is always a drug given to you. It's a painkiller. It does not solve any problem. That's the reality. If you have a challenge with money, don't ever think that salary will ever solve exactly that. Yeah, you may feel a bit comfortable because at the end of the month you're entitled to a salary, but the fact is this: 2020 Corona taught us a very big lesson, and if you never got any lesson out of that, then rest assured you get yourself a very big problem. How about check number 2? Now, the second uncomfortable truth is that you lose 99% of your friends when you upgrade your life. Have you ever made a decision into your life, say like you want to stop taking alcohol, and there you are, you lose a lot of your friends? Or let's say you want to get started to church, or let's say you want to get into business and most of your friends are employed, so you tend to rub shoulders with them, they tend to lose you or you lose them, whichever the point, that you end up not being together. Once you decide to make a change in your life, a progressive change, a change that really requires a discipline, sacrifice and all those kind of things, you tend to lose a lot of your friends. So the fact is this: the moment you decide to upgrade your life, 99% of your friends disappeared. Where do they go? I do not know. But the one thing that I'm supposed to understand in this life is that majority of the people just want to remain in a very comfortable zone. So whatever you hear or maybe realize you have yourself a lot of guys surrounding you calling themselves friends to you, then just understand that you're getting yourself in a wrong way. Now, let's get to the truth number 3. Don't blame anyone for your current situation. You will never upgrade. That's the reality. Especially this resonates well with young people. Young people tend to blame almost everybody out there. They say, hey, you know what? If I was born from a rich family, probably right now I'll be flexing in a LS 500 or whatever, that kind of things and such kind of things. Okay? Or maybe they say that the government, oh, were it not for the government, I would be somewhere. Maybe I would be unemployed. Maybe all those kind of things. And guess what happens? Yeah, that may be the truth, but the fact is this: once you have a reason to actually justify why you are in that situation that you are, you'll never make any progress in your life. Yes, know that deep inside of yourself, it is true, some of those factors have actually contributed to you being in that state that you are, but there is a reason, or there is a way that you can try to calm it down and make something substantive out of your life. So stop blaming anybody here and there, because if you do, that actually cuts your motivation and can actually derail you achieving that what you've been looking for. So stop blaming anybody, focus on yourself and you can make a difference. I always tell people one thing, that you can never choose where to be born from, but you can always decide where to retire to. Those are 2 factors that are so much different. Yeah, I know that may sound like a motivation, but that is the truth and that is the reality of life. I mean, seriously, what are you gonna do because of where you were born? What are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do about it. But I'm pretty sure if you want to make a decision from today henceforth, you can make something that is quite substantive. All right, so we go to truth number 5. Okay, number 4, don't take anything personal. Sometimes you get corrected, there you are, you develop emotions, the feelings and all those kind of things. You become a more personally oriented individual. And let me tell you one secret. Even the Bible says in chapter 12, or rather Proverbs 12:1 says, he who accepts correction seeks knowledge. So whenever you get corrected somewhere, actually appreciate that and say, hey, you know what? That part of my progress, and I'm not gonna regret about exactly that. So the point is this: never ever take anything personal, especially as you grow old, you tend to realize this is the truth, that you aren't supposed to take anything personal. But when you're out there, or maybe you are young, teenager or something of sort, you tend to associate anything that is given to you. And that's why we always say, like, thing to do with cyberbullying and all those kind of things are really affecting young guys, because they haven't developed that understanding that, hey, guess what, you aren't supposed to take anything personal. People are out there, and by the way, if you were to put things out there on the media, people are so angry. Probably on this comment section on this video, you might meet one of them. They tell you, hey, I don't know, you haven't should do this, you should not advise us, you should not do. People are so angry, and that's kind of a thing. So if you were to take anything and everything personal with that, then rest assured you're gonna get yourself into troubles. All right, so let's get into this business. Let's continue. It is hard to focus on your dream, but easy to complain. That's the reality. It is so hard to focus on your dream, because it requires a lot of things: sacrifice, discipline, action, consistency, and all those kind of things. It actually becomes a little bit hard for the faint-hearted individuals, and that's why we say the quitters are never winners, the winners are never quitters. That's the reality. I won't promise you that it's gonna be an easy walk in the park. Let me tell you one thing: brace yourself for a bumpy ride, because once you focus on getting your dream or achieving your dream, it's quite a hard, difficult thing to do, because some of the things need to be sacrificed for the sake of tomorrow. But this message sometimes tend not to resonate with young people, because they tend to feel like, hey, you know what the reason of me sacrificing myself at the end of the day? Nowadays I hear them saying that, oh, life is short, life is for the living, and all those kind of things, and what have you, blah 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 blah. That's the truth. But as time goes, you tend to realize life was too long, that is not short as you thought, and all those kind of things. So the point is this: always stick to that, and always understand that it's usually hard to focus on your dream than to complain. Because to complain, you just need to open your mouth, probably shut your brain, and actually complain. That's it. As simple as that. All right, let's get to number 6. You stuck on a toxic situation of friends because you don't want to be alone. Have you ever find yourself in a situation whereby you don't want to lose a certain group of people? Especially this resonates again well with young guys or old but idiot. All right, you find like you don't wanna, you just wanna stick into somewhere that is a bit toxic to you or in your life, but there you are, don't wanna make a mistake, or maybe say making a decision that at the end of the day you might end up being alone. Let me tell you one secret. I guess I'm not that old, but there's something that I've learned in life. One thing that I've learned in life is this: once you lose this individual in terms of the friendship, you always get the next. For God's sake, we are over 8 billion human beings here on earth. I mean, seriously, why should you confine yourself to only one individual, 2 or 3 of them? Right? Change the town, change the locality, change the village, change the country, all those kind of things, if you're capable of doing exactly that. So don't stick to that kind of a thing because you don't want to lose any of your friends, because hey, you know what, it's the only guy that I've ever met in my life, and those kind of things. Let me tell you one secret: you're gonna get yourself into troubles and problems. Let's get to number 7. At 30 and above, focus on God, growth, and goals. That's the reality. I call them the 3 G's: the God, the growth, and goals. That's what you're supposed to focus on. Once you hit 30, you know what they say? At 20 to 30, do anything and everything that you're capable of. At 30 to 40, make sure that you get somebody who to teach you something, and you can be able to learn something out of it. From 40 to 50, do that what you understand, because time is not on your side. From 50 to 60, inspire people. Above 60, get a retire and observe people doing things. That's the reality. So the point is this: once you're at 30 at 40, make sure that at least you do something that is called growth, God, and goals. Make sure that you focus on those 3 things, because at this particular point, that's what matters a lot in your life. And that's the time you realize, hey, you know what? I think it was all about my family and some of the people whom I can help in the society. Right? We go to number 7. If you have more than 2 friends and you're above 30, you have a problem. That's the reality. Right? I made a video about this, and I said, hey, guess what? You there at that, you get yourself 4, 5, 6 friends, whom you meet at the weekend and chapa sherehe and all those kind of things. Rest assured that you're gonna get yourself into problems. And that's the reality. Majority of those guys whom you hook around, they aren't your friends. That's the reality. All right, there's something that is connecting you guys. Let's move to the number 9. You contrarily, or rather you constantly looking for a right time. There you are, you got you some savings out there and you want to start a business, but you're worried, you do not know how to start and where to start from. There you are, and you're clinging everywhere and everybody. You're asking, you're over consulting from people, hey, what business can I start with 100K? What business can I start with 1 million? What business can I start? You're all over the place asking each and every individual whom you meet on the way, because you're waiting for that right time for you to invest. There's nothing like right time. You'll never get all the factors appropriate and right for you. You might get a very nice location, but the security is not okay. You might get a very nice, a secured place, but the location is not okay, all those kind of things. You might get a place that is very nice, but the landlord or whoever, I mean, you'll never get all the factors right for you to start a business. There's some of the factors that you have to overlook them. Of course, you do what we call a calculated risk. So you're out there and then you're looking for the perfect time to actually start business or start engaging yourself into growth. Then you're going to get yourself into problems, all right? Now, the last one but not the least is number 10. You only need a sacrifice, discipline, and consistency, and everything will fall into place. That's the reality. You need the discipline, sacrifice, and consistency. Without consistency, you can never make it. Without you taking the action, you'd never start anything. All right. So those are the 3 factors that you really need for you to achieve anything that you admire in life. And guess what? That makes my total number point 10 on what are those comfortable and uncomfortable truths about life. All right, there you are. You feel like, hey, you know what, Joseph, I've learned something, but I do not know how to invest. Guess what? I've got you covered. I've put myself booklets about investment, money market fund, treasury bills, treasury bonds, shares, circles, and all those kind of things, business plans and ideas. I have them. Copy it only 280. Grab my number from the description of this specific video. Text me or call me, and we can talk business. For now, it's a goodbye. See you in the next one.